What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for jumping into another video. My name is Josh and I am just an average Joe day trader. Hey guys, interesting market day today. We started off the morning in the news with President Trump basically telling the media about Israel and Iran acting like children in the schoolyard playground, bullying each other to the point where there's a ceasefire agreement that they had negotiated last night that didn't take effect for about 12 hours. And in the 11 hours and 59 cents that were left, Benjamin Netanyahu from Israel decides, hey, let's go try to bomb Iran a little bit more before we actually get into the ceasefire. We got 11 hours and 59 minutes left. And while the planes are on their way to Iran and one payload of bombs are on their way, Trump calls Netanyahu and says, hey, dude, turn those planes around. Get the heck out of there. This is supposed to be a ceasefire. You're not going to help, and Iran's not going to be happy. Let's get past all this. And so, like a child, Benjamin Netanyahu took his ball and ran his planes back to Israel after they diverted some of the bombs that he was dropping on Iran. And Iran, thank God, did not respond. They didn't make any moves or anything at all to basically, upset the balance of this potential ceasefire agreement. So there's still a lot of unsurety. We're not sure if it actually stuck or took place today, but we didn't have any missiles being launched at each other. And that's good for day one of what we believe to be potentially a ceasefire agreement. Here's the other thing about this, guys, and I said it in the video yesterday. The stock market doesn't even care that there's this potential more thing going on between Iran, Israel, and now us secretly flying in B-2s, B-52s, whatever these stealth bombers are. We actually sent 2 of these stealth bombers to the west. Okay, and I'm probably going to get this wrong, but to the west with no cloaking devices. Everybody can see them on their radar. Iran can see them flying away from the area. And in essence, there's a whole fleet of them. I think there's 6 or 7 of them in cloak, flying towards the bomb sites where they dropped 6 bunker buster bombs, 2 per site, and our nuclear subs launch 36 or somewhere around that number Tomahawk missiles. Wow. So the market didn't care, though. The market didn't care. What happened this morning, guys? The market ran green. The S&P 500, the Dow Jones, and the NASDAQ, all 3 finished green today. And I'm going to show it to you here on the screen here in a minute. They all finished green. What an incredible day. Guys, did you day trade today? For those of you that are my subscribers that have been here for a while, part of my community, are you day trading with me, guys? Are you listening to what I'm sharing with you? I hope you are, guys, because a ton of the stocks that I've been sharing with you guys did nothing but run up today and make people money. Make me money. APLD, I'm in it every single day. And today, Serve Robotics. Nice, made me money. Serve Robotics. And I'm going to show you all those on the charts. But I want to share one thing with you guys. You could say this is sort of like insider information. It's not really insider information. But I want to share with you very quickly about a company you all know about. I was on a YouTube live a little bit earlier on my ride home from my office, and there's a very well-known YouTuber who loves to talk about real estate, investing, stock markets. I'm not going to say who he is. He's got a white Ferrari, a red Ferrari, a white Mercedes, and hey, to each his own. More power to you, bro. But I'm just going to tell you, I've lost interest in listening to his videos because he's coming up with stuff that is like super old and outdated. Today, he had this revelation and his video was all about, oh my gosh, I have to tell all of my subscribers. And he's got a ton of people subscribed. Don't get me wrong, guys. I tell all my subscribers about CoreWeave. It's new. And I've been researching it. And my little ears popped up. Okay, CoreWeave, guys, seriously. You all know about CoreWeave. And if you've been watching my channel, you know CoreWeave is now the new tenant for APLD, Applied Digital. And in their data center, they signed off on a 15-year tenant agreement that's going to be worth $7 billion. There's 2 actual contracts. There's all kinds of stuff going on. And the CoreWeave stock at this point, it's overbought. Okay, it's at a high. It's not time to consider getting into CoreWeave. Okay, it's not like a Palantir that there's still a ton of room to get into it because Palantir is almost like a war stock. It deals directly with defense. And right now, with what's going on with all the countries, war and all that, Palantir is a great company to get into. But I'm not going to talk to you about Palantir specifically. I am going to share with you a little about Palantir, but not pretend you guys don't know what you're doing and don't know what you're talking about or act like you're naive to Palantir. You all know what Palantir is. But I'm going to share with you a little bit about Palantir and how it's affecting a different stock. A stock that I believe, my opinion personally, we all can get in and make some money. And that's what I'm going to tell you about, because I'm here to tell you about the best day trade stocks, the ones that I trade in and out of every day. And when those opportunities come up for a stock that I believe could be a swing or a little bit of a longer term hold that could make you some fat cash. Okay, hold on a second, back up. My kids always say, don't say fat anymore. I'm dating myself, right? Fire cash. Okay, although I don't want my cash to burn up, but I'm going to give you that company. But let me first share with you a little bit about how we came about understanding about this company. So there's a lot of confusion in the market right now. There is this company, Palantir, okay, PLTR. Take a look at it if you haven't. We'll pull it up here on the screen in a minute and show you the stock. But they, since 2004, have been acquiring, okay, not the word acquiring, because that's where I'm told is wrong. They have been purchasing, okay, increasing their investment in another company called Surf Air Mobility, okay, SRFM, Surf Air Mobility. Palantir is a major investor in Surf Air Mobility. Matter of fact, they have accumulated over 4.4 million shares of Surf Air Mobility, which makes them a 10% owner in the company. Now, hear me out for a second, guys. They have 4.4 million shares as of 2024, and it's only made them a 10% owner. You hear what I'm saying? Okay. Take a look at this stock, guys. Take a look at this stock, SRFM. Palantir's investment in Surf Air Mobility appears to be a very strategic move to leverage their data analytics expertise. They're going to get into partnership with this company, and they're going to, basically, they deal with electric aviation, regional air mobile sectors, okay? This is a really, really cool thing that's going on here behind the scenes. You could almost say this is kind of like insider trading. Now, the acquisition, which is what everybody keeps calling this, okay? The acquisition of shares is part of a commercial arrangement where Palantir provides service to Surf Air Mobility in exchange for shares or cash. And they've been going heavy on the shares. But SFRM, as of 2024, has been facing a lot of challenges. Despite Palantir's confidence in them, they've faced financial and operational challenges, including a very significant decline in their stock since IPO. Okay, let me tell you about what happened today. June 24th, we learned that the paperwork was drawn up that on June 18th, 2025, Palantir, a 10% owner of SRFM, bought another 1,040,557 shares, puts them at almost 5.5 million shares of SRFM. I'm saying it multiple times so you guys can see it. Do your homework and do your research. Take a look at it. But now, as of June 18th, they're estimated, the purchase they made for over 1,040,000 shares is estimated in value of $2,153,952. Guys, when I wake up in the morning and I tell you I'm day trading APLD, man, do I wish I could buy 2 million shares of a stock and have it go up a couple $100,000 every day and just keep doing that, wash, rinse, repeat over and over again. I'm doing it with a $15,000 to $30,000 account, and I'm making, hundreds, a couple $1,000s, and I'm wash, rinse, repeat. But man, I could be totally retired. Think about that. But this trade was reported using data from a recent SEC filing, and this increase of their holding of this class of stock brings them to approximately 30.4%. Okay, so now Like I said, 4,461,554 shares of this class of SRFM stock. So you can call this sort of insider information, right? Some of you may have already heard about this today. I am making my video a little late in the night because I like to let the market close and digest a little and hit the post market, which is about 8:30 p.m. right now. But here's the thing. There's been some additional insider trading for SRFM. Okay, let me share with you. Technologies Inc. Palantir's made 2 purchases buying $1.284 million for an estimated $3.1 million. And they didn't sell any of it. They own every single share. They've had 0 sales of any share of SRFM since they started buying it back in 2024. And then there's 3 main individuals from their board, Sudhin Shahani, Tyler Painter, and Tyrone D. Bland. Sudhin sold 75,840 shares for an estimated $184,000. Tyler Painter sold 25,470 shares for an estimated $92,000. And Tyrone D. Bland has made 0 purchases, but 2 sales, selling off 10,049 shares for an estimated $24,000. Should anybody be worried about that? No, because Palantir now owns almost 5.5 million shares. You guys following me here? Okay, maybe I'm giving you too much about this. There's another company, Westo Capital, that purchased, it's an LLC. They added 623 shares. So that was in Q1 2025. So they've got about $1,663. That may be me by the end of this video. $1,663, 623 shares. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I might be buying 500 to 1,000 shares of this, depending on how it looks for me. And it's going to be a longer term hold. This is not going to be something I'm buying for a day trade right now or a quick swing. But who knows? If I buy it right now at the price it's at, and in a day or 2 days, it goes up $1, $2, $5, I might sell out, let it drop, retest, get back in, keep doing, wash, rinse, repeat. And I will, like I have APLD, guys. I have 1,000 shares of APLD at $11.17 in my other accounts, Robinhood and E-Trade. I use Webull as my main account in there for the long hold for my retirement. Let's go look at the stocks. Let's take a look at the actual market stocks. All right, so first things first, let's go to Palantir. Okay, Palantir right now is sitting, after this day it opened and dropped hard to $137.80. The whole market had a good, strong drop down and then a really good pull back up. Finished the market today at $143.23. Ran down, has been continuing back in an uptrend in the night, and it's sitting at right now, let me make sure the math's right on this, $143.27. That's where it's at right now. Okay? Palantir. And I'm going to tell you right now, everybody I've talked to, all the investors that I communicate with, have said Palantir is the way to go right now. Buy shares, buy calls. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just telling you that everybody's predicting this one's going to go to $160 at least, if not 200. But you have to make financial decisions for yourself. I'm in Palantir as a long hold. I've got it since $78. I'm not letting go of it. I'm holding on to it through thick and thin, good and bad, staying with it. And hopefully one day I'll be sitting on a beach drinking a margarita and be able to say, thank you, Palantir. But let's go to the other one, which now is SRFM, Surf Air Mobility. Let's look and see what happened today. Well, look at this, guys. Look what happened today. Guys, look at this. Look at this candle. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Opened up at 225. Ran all the way up to a high, $4.54. And it's sticking up there. The market closed at $3.60. It says it's at $4.11 after market right now in the post market. Pretty good. You guys think there's more room for it? I think so. I think so. I think once more people like us, retail traders, learn what happened today and realize what's going on and realize this is Palantir. This is not KB Toys. This is not Toys R Us. This is not FAO Schwartz and that went out of business. It's not Kmart. Guys, this is Palantir that they're saying is going to continue to run. Palantir. Guys, take a look at it. Be smart about your money. do some homework, do some research. What I'm going to do, not telling you anything, not financial advice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to watch it through the post market tonight, which it's pretty much done now. Okay. It closed off at 8 o'clock. So we're at a high of $4.15, closed out at 4.11. When that market opens up at 4 a.m., when I wake up, whatever time that is, and I start getting ready for work, 5:30, I'm not getting up early for this one, guys. Just telling you right now. I have gotten up like a crazy man for APLD's earnings, for NVIDIA earnings, things like that. I'm going to sleep this one off. When I get up at 5:30, I'm going to take a look and see, how's it doing? How did it do at the market open at 4 o'clock? What's it doing right now? What's its trend? How's it look? Because it's hard to trend this one at a $4 level when it hasn't been at a $4 level. Now, I will say, if we look left, like everybody always says, look left, let's go to the 1 day. Boom, there it is. You're going to see, looking at the 1 day, when it IPO'd, it went all the way to $35. Okay. It launched all the way to $35. If you were able to get in it when it IPO'd, okay, 7/28/2023, good for you. I wasn't trading this back then. I didn't know anything about Surf Air Mobility, okay? But a lot of people probably did, right? A lot of people did, and it ran all the way up and opened, and it dropped hard all the way down, and it was still at $7.70. So think about this for a minute, guys. It was at $7.70. Here, $15.47, right? So there's an opportunity to draw some levels here, okay? $10.78. And I'm going to be setting my resistance and my support levels for this trade, for this stock, so I understand what it's doing. And then it lost it. I mean, it went down. It had another huge push. Okay, this was also, I believe, part of what was going on with Palantir. They bought a ton of it. October 10, 2024, ran all the way back up here in a huge candle to $3.27 from $2.49. And actually, I take it back. It was really $1.79. Where you come back here. This is the daily, guys. Okay, so this is the days, and then you run back over here where you are now. Okay, I can go to my end and look at that candle today, guys. Look at this monster candle. Opened up, right? Basically, it was at $1.77. Next candle, $2.30, all the way to $4.54. I think it's got room. Depending on what happens with this tomorrow, guys, this may be one I just buy it, put it away and forget about it for a little while. Or I might watch it for a couple days and see if it does anything. Anyway, not financial advice, guys. I'm just sharing with you what I learned today. I think it's super cool. I love when big companies like NVIDIA, Palantir, when they get connected with smaller companies like APLD, or hey, Surf Air Mobility, SRFM, and they turn them into strong, incredible companies. This potentially is an acquisition. It's just their way of doing it by buying their, continuing to purchase shares to take a stronger, footprint in the company. So keep an eye on it, guys. But you're here because you want to know, what did today's best day trade stocks do? And I am excited to share that with you. So let's go to the Average Joe day trade stocks, and we're just going to go through them one at a time. I'm going back to my 15-minute because that's the best way I like to look at all the charts. Okay, I'm going to get back to the end here. All right. Here it is, guys. I day traded this one, Serve Robotics. Okay, pre-market $10.62. I waited until we got about here to see this beautiful green candle at 9:30 when the market opened. It did drop somewhat. It came down and then it continued back up, turned into a beautiful green. Was not afraid of this red candle. Got in at about $10.75. And I read this bad boy all the way up here to about $11, I think I closed out 11.01. So from 1070 something to 1101, I was not unhappy with that trade today in Serve Robotics. And then it kind of just ran, down and up, sort of flat. It's flat in the market right now, sitting at basically, let's see, $10 and what are we at? $10.95 right now. $10.95. Yeah, that's where we're at right now at the 8 o'clock close. And this is not a 24-hour stock. Ford, what did our friend Ford do today? Okay, had a little bit of some opportunity up, and then it just sort of did a down. So Ford was not one I traded in today. I love this big green candle, but when I saw this major engulfing red candle after it, I was like, nope, moving on to something else. APLD, not going to lie, I trade this one every day. It's solid every day. I actually got into it in the pre-market, somewhere about $10.15, somewhere in there. And I waited. This candle scared me. I sold out at about $10 and I don't know, $10.30, somewhere around there. And boy, was I glad I did, because then it sort of continued on a down run now. Market closed at $10.32, sitting right now at $10.35. It's in an aftermarket 1031. So APLD is back up on the run, guys. Look at APLD. GTX impressed me today. Did not yesterday. I actually even think in my video told you guys I was not happy with GTX or SLDB. Look at GTX today. It had a hard drop open, and then it hit this bottom, $9.58. And it ran all the way up here to these little abandoned babies. If you haven't watched any of my candlestick training, an abandoned baby is basically a stock, all candlestick all by itself. And you see that's an abandoned baby. That's an abandoned baby. Okay. But those abandoned babies right now are worth $10.07. And that's where the market closed. And that's where they're sitting at right now. So not bad, GTX, not bad at all. I didn't trade it. Kind of disappointed in myself that I didn't take a look at this one, but based on what it did yesterday, I didn't. SoundHound, another one. I love SoundHound, just like Serve Robotics. Look at this stellar, beautiful morning. You could have ran this one all the way up to after lunchtime today. $10.22 high. We're down here. It opened up at $9.67. That's pretty good. Pretty good. IAG, not so much, guys. Had a hard drop with the market. Did some running up. Okay, so you could have got into this one somewhere around 716. Ran it up here to about $7.38. Not too bad. Not too bad. Safe bet. It's a gold company that that handles gold. So not too bad of a safe bet. Cemex Cement had a nice little morning up, and then it just kind of ran horizontal for the day. This one, holy smokes, guys. There was no news, but I believe BBAI is gearing up for something. There's some sort of positive news getting ready to come out for BBAI. They haven't had a run like this in a long time. But man, oh man, I wish I bought BBAI. $4.20. Could have ran this thing all the way close. $5.23, $1.03 per share. 1,000 shares, guys. That's, over $1,000. And I missed on this one. I was in SoundHound. I was in Serve Robotics. I was in APLD. I missed this one. But I'm going to look at it tomorrow because it's still doing this weird up thing into the close. So we're going to see what it does. If it doesn't drop hard in the market and we get another good solid green candle like this, I'm going to probably be getting into it a little bit. That's me, though. Take your risk at your own risk. SLDB also. I told you yesterday, not happy with SLDB. Look at this horrible run down SLDB yesterday. Beautiful run up today. Great chance to make some money. Could have got in here at this Dragonfly Doji, $4.56 basically, and ran it all the way up here to a close high, $4.97. And look, it's up in the aftermarket, $4.95. Pretty good. Keep an eye on that for tomorrow. And grab, this is I always joke, my Hong Kong stock. It's up. So guys, these are the average Joe day trade ones, the best, the top. I have my other lists. Go take a look at them. I'll share them with you real quick. Oklo, HIMS. I got to talk about HIMS too, but not on this video. QUBT, QBTS, Pony. We'll look at Pony today. Wow. And this is a nice priced one too, man. It didn't have the greatest day yesterday. I wasn't thrilled with it. It did come up towards the end of the middle day, but look at this today. Man, what an opportunity missed. You guys see APLD, and WeRide also had a beautiful day today. The market was good. The market was solid, right? When we talk about the markets here, look at this. S&P 500 closed up 1.11%. Okay. Basically, 67.01, up 1.11%, over almost 6,100 points. The S&P 500, guys, unheard of. Okay. Dow Jones, 1.19, up 507 points. And the NASDAQ, 1.43%, up 281 points. The market's just not stressed. It's weird. It's weird. Nobody's freaking out about all the stuff going on with Trump, with him dropping the F-bomb in the news, with, we've got, different governors out there basically calling on, and if you haven't seen this in the news, there's a female vice mayor that's calling on gangs to step up to ICE in Los Angeles, California. I mean, what is going on in the world? Seriously, what's going on in the world, guys? But I'll tell you what, it's happening out there. I'm not saying it doesn't affect me. It affects me. It affects my family, my kids, my future, my retirement. But I'm in here. This is what affects me. Look at the size of that pointer. This is what affects me, guys. So I stay close to what's going on here, and that's where I'm making my money. Okay. Last one's real quick. Mid-priced, Ionic, IONQ. This one did very well today. Carnival Corp, CCL. Intel did really amazing today, and I actually had a guy reach out to me on Discord and said, hey, bro, Intel's not going to drop. I don't think Intel's going back down. Intel's going to continue on the rise. They've had a steady, if you look at their days, and I'm not trying to sell Intel to you guys. Wasn't even planning on talking about Intel. But if you look at their days, look at this. They've had nothing, okay, since basically June. What is this? This is June, May 30th. It's been nothing but an uptrend. Okay, look at this, guys. Nothing but an uptrend. I'm impressed with what's going on in Intel. And so look at this, okay? Boom, look at that, beautiful. All right, I use this a lot of times, guys. If you don't like to use this one, the trend channel, I love using the trend channel. I love watching the stock through the day on the trend channel. I use those, and then when I'm done with it for the day, boop, I'm done. All right, and last but not least, the high dollar movers. Didn't break my heart again today because I made good money in it yesterday, and I'm not stressed about it. Let me get back to my 15-minute. Tesla. Okay, Tesla did have a rundown day today. A lot going on. No worries, because it had a major, beautiful day yesterday, and it's still going to hit 400. It's up to 340 close. It's going to be a $400 stock eventually, guys. Nvidia, beautiful run up all day. Here's my Palantir, beautiful run up today. AMD, beautiful run up today, and killed it today, guys. Not going to lie. AMD was at 133 bucks, closed at 138 bucks. Nice if you guys got into it. Robinhood, okay. I'm waiting for Webull to do that. SMCI, also beautiful run up. So guys, listen to me for a minute. Every one of these stocks, most every one of these stocks that I am sharing with you as the best day trade stocks, there are opportunities to make money in them. Pick one. Do some research, do some homework, get into it. You're going to make money, okay? I am. Not financial advice though, guys. You have to be careful. If you don't know what you're doing, don't just jump in blindly. Shoot me a comment, ask me some questions. Let me help you. I'm building a community. I've got a Discord started that we haven't sent invites out to yet. If you want to be part of the Discord, drop a comment, let me know. There's a poll out there that you can actually click on it and say, hey, I am interested. But I'm going to get invites out. I'm going to send the invites out to the Discord free of charge. Start this community. We'll see what happens. There's about 4 or 5 of us right now that want to be part of it. Excited for that. Anyway, guys, listen, here's the deal. Trade safe. Don't use money you need to pay your bills, your mortgage, your rent, your car payment. Put food on the table to feed yourself, your family. Be careful. Make sure the money you're trading in, you know your risk tolerance, you know your levels, you know support and resistance on your trade, on your stocks. You understand candlestick patterns. If you don't, I got a ton of videos in here for you to go in and learn about some of the best candlesticks, okay? And guys, just because I have a YouTube channel doesn't mean don't go to other YouTube channels. Take a look. But I do ask you, if you're your first time here, welcome. If you've been here and you're watching my videos and you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Please help me out with the channel. Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell so you'll know every time I upload a new video. One of these videos one day for you specifically, personally, may be the one that you get in and you make a crap ton of money. Okay? So, guys, thanks for being here. Josh out. Peace.